GameStop stock has been a great trading vehicle lately. Despite the volatility, the stock is still up more than 1000% this year, turning a $10,000 investment into over $100,000 now. Given extraordinary gains over the month, GameStop has provided huge range in both directions. However, while it serves a solid trading vehicle for some and as a big time return for others, that's hardly a tasty receipt for a good investment. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Investors Game. My name is Oscar, and in today's video we're gonna be talking about, is GameStop worth it to buy? And if you guys wanna see any more investing tips, stocks, method, and strategy for me in the future, then be sure to subscribe down below, turn on my post notifications so you'll never miss another upload. Now, let's jump right into the video. GameStop, the old retail store, used to hold an important position in the video game industry. It was the spot to buy the latest video game console and games. The company, based in Grapevine, Texas, turned its store usually in malls into hubs for gamers. You could always get your hands on just released games, but more importantly, you could save money by trading games you were born with for new or used ones. By being a used game bazaar, GameStop remained relevant even with the competition from Amazon, Walmart, and Target. Back in 2016, GameStop ran 7,117 stores, and in the last 12 months ending in January 2016, sales at stores open at least a year rose 4.3%. But now, many people just download games to their phones or computers. Now, GameStop runs just 4,800 stores, and sales at store open at least a year are down nearly 10%. So even if the company was a boom back in 2016, now any company can die if they don't adapt to the change. And you might be wondering, what change? Well, as you may notice, nobody wants to go to the mall and see what they need or can buy. Now you see something on social media and you order online the item that you were interested, and then you get your order at your door. So if GameStop cannot change the way they sell, they won't survive. The good news is that later this month, FTSE Russell, the global index provider, will rebrand its family of US stock indexes, which serves as benchmarks for about $10.6 trillion in assets. In general, stocks that had a market value greater than the 1,000 ranked company, about $5.2 billion as of the June 26th, will be added to the large cap Russell 1000 index. There probably will be 57 new entrants. Reddit sensation GameStop will probably enter the list along with AMC, which the market value is $29 billion. But markets change, and good indexes need to reflect that. Retail investors are no longer passive players who put money in via mutual fund and exchange-traded funds. They account for about a quarter of stock trading in the US. While not only GameStop is alone in this race, AMC is just another stock that has been crazy. As the reopening encourages visitors back to movie theaters, there's a lot of hope for this stock. In the past 3 weeks, AMC's share price has been up 97% this year so far. Meanwhile, GameStop has risen 29%. Both have been highly volatile during this period. I think AMC may also have an undervalued share price at today's level, and I think it will continue to see volatility in the future. But how can you catch some of this volatility while others are worried for cryptos? Well, finding ready stocks to buy has become a popular strategy for many retail investors. If you're thinking of writing the next meme stock, you could find a lot of information online as there are many subreddits dedicated to this stock. However, it is also important to note that volatility is high when it comes to this popular meme stock. GameStop is a retail selling video games, console, and gaming related gear. It was also suffering during the crash of 2020, as the rise of e-commerce and game downloads decimated its business. Nevertheless, the Reddit mania has given us a fresh perspective of this business, and it looks to be making a go of building up its online offering. That could mean a stronger future for the business. Now, let's pay attention to the chart. This is the largest quarterly institution transaction, and what we're gonna focus on is who are the institutions that bought GameStop in the last quarter. As we can see, the 37.11% of GameStop shareholders are held by institutional investors. Just Vanguard Group bought 397,000 of shares the 31st of March. But it might be a coincidence that Vanguard also AMC, right? Well, Vanguard may know pretty much what these two stocks have in mind. So I think Vanguard is very bullish with this hype stock. And if you're wondering how much money Vanguard has gained from the GameStop, you can find in Google companies like GameStop, Southwest, Tesla, etc. have their own website especially for investors. Now that we are here, we're gonna type the date that Vanguard bought the 308,000 shares of GameStop, so we can see how much this investment has grown so far. Alright, the results said that the 31st of March the value of 380,000 shares were 72,131,000, and now the total value of those shares are 81,035,000 and has returned around 12.34%, as the current value of the stock is $213 per share. And here comes the hard question: is GameStop a good investment? Well, it's not easy to answer, but given the current situation, that's playing out. GameStop is exiting for sure. Many investors who were in the GameStop early clearly won big, but that's a Asian story now. What matters now is looking ahead to what's next, and there the picture is less clear. Fundamentals are changing at best, and the chart is volatile and lacks a clear buy point. However, the short answer is simple: it's not worth as much as it's trading for. GameStop may not be a bankruptcy candidate, but that doesn't make it a good investment. For the last 8 quarters, the business had a negative revenue growth and missed estimate in each of those quarters. Man, just look at the revenue decline for the past 3 quarters this year. Less 34%, less 26%, and less 30%. I don't know what that looks for everyone else, but for me it looks terrible. GameStop was the best place to buy for many consumers over the year, and for that I hope they find a way to survive. But as an investment, the numbers just aren't good enough. It's fine to watch this as a sign of speculation in the market, but when looking at long-term winning stocks, you can do better. But if you would like to speculate, make sure you don't bet too much and don't forget the golden rule of investing: cut losses short so you can find and invest in the next big winner. As always, control your risk. Not all breakouts work, especially when the stock market uptrend is under pressure. But if you are still interested on buying GameStop, here are interesting levels that might surprise you. So let's go to the chart. Alright, now what we have here is the GameStop chart. We're gonna see weekly candles so we can have a big picture of what's happening. And what we're gonna focus on is gonna be in order blocks, so we can see we have a good order block right here where the price can go lower and then bounce. Like I said, I don't expect to this go above of this level that is between the levels 343. It really can go upper, but this is not a stock that I usually trade. I usually trade non-stocks like Amazon, Tesla, Neo, but this is not something that I usually trade. But the market pretty much can bounce right there. So if you want to have like an accurate sun, you can see that the price now is bouncing in this order block that we have here, and we have some liquidity right here. So like I said, the price can bounce right here and then go up, but as well it can leave you a pattern right here when you can take some buys right here. But like I said, this is not something that I recommend. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my opinion. Like I said, this is just only for educational purpose. Don't take this like a signal, because it's not a signal. It's just an opinion of how I interpret the market. In conclusion, GameStop has million options on hand to recreate its business. It has plenty of cash on hand. Most importantly, it has no risk on bankruptcy anytime soon. Online e-commerce is hotter than ever. GameStop now has the chance to bask in the market. Alright guys, I think this is everything. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Let me know in the comment box, would you invest in GameStop? Subscribe to my channel because every week I'm in YouTube with new content, and do not forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. See you next time.